Hey everybody, this is Alexia Johnson for Top Shelf Music Magazine, coming at you with another artist hot list.
I can't let it stay that way.
So the first band we're going to be featuring on this week's Artist Hot List is actually an indie rock band from Toronto, Canada. They go by the name of Black Creek Rain, and the song that we're going to be featuring today is called Now I'm Free. As you can imagine, the song is about becoming free in one way or another. In the band's case particularly, the song was written in regards to ending a relationship with a toxic band member. However, the song can apply to ending a toxic relationship with a family member, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, any sort of partner. And as you can imagine, that has a lot of conflicting feelings, that come along with it. And I chose this song not only because I liked the tonalities and the way the song kind of progresses, but I enjoy the intention as well as the lyrics. So let's go ahead and check out Black Creek Rain, Now I'm Free.
I don't need you to keep me in chains. I've got nothing left to say. 'Cause you say you cared, that's not what I saw. 'Cause you're alone now, I won't say. I had to walk away, I don't know who you are. You let yourself go way too far. Well, I have no regrets, and you seem to forget how we used to.
So the second band we're going to be featuring, I'm actually kind of excited to show you because I've never really featured an Americana country style artist. The artist we're going to be featuring today is named John Kelly, and the song we're going to be covering today is called Freedom Song. The song is a part of an album that kind of is an anthology to the process of coming to terms with the way that a lot of things are in America right now, especially as a white man from the South who dabbles in, Americana, soul, country, which is all rooted in African American history. And as you can imagine, that puts a lot of Southern artists kind of in a unique position, and it was decided by John Kelly that he wanted to use his voice in the appropriate manner. I'm going to pan off from the screen for a moment because I'd really like to share the quote that he shared with me in regards to the song, and I think that it's relevant to you guys, so excuse me. He said, "Freedom Song is no less poignant. In his own words, Freedom Song is about the response to the events, meaning the events in America right now, and the challenges and opportunities that these events have presented, not only for the people of Charlottesville, which is where he's from, but across the country. It took me a while to figure out how to respond to all of it as an artist, but when I did, I found myself wanting to share the idea that what happened here happened to all of us, and we have a chance to be a part of what our next chapter looks like." And I think that that's really wonderful, as we really have a unique chance as Americans right now to paint a new future, perhaps the future we were brought up to believe was our current existence, but maybe turned out not to be so much the case. And so I find very thoughtful lyrics with intention to be kind of something I'm gravitating more as America and the world is in various states of understanding and facilitating with each other. So let's go ahead and check out Freedom Song by John Kelly.
Flowers, it's up to us, we have the choice. Rise up with a single voice and understand we have the power. That's my brother crying in the street. That's my sister lying at your feet. Freedom Song is not complete till everybody sings.
Okay, so the third band, I am so excited to show you guys. You wouldn't think it looking at me, but I'm a huge fan of metal. Specifically, I'm a big fan of melodic metal, progressive metal, folk metal. I don't get very many submissions, as I don't know if you guys know, but Top Shelf Music was originally Top Shelf Reggae, and we kind of rebranded to cover lots of genres about a year ago. And I am so excited that I'm finally starting to get submissions from different sorts of different sorts of genres, and specifically I haven't had too many melodic progressive metal submissions, so I'm pretty stoked to show you this. I've actually listened to the song more times than I can count since it was submitted. The band that we're going to be listening to is called Dream Eater, and the song that we're going to be listening to is called In Death. They're actually coming out with their debut EP. I believe that they actually had a couple albums out before, but when I refer to debut, they were recently signed to Famine Records. If you're familiar with them, they have some pretty awesome bands on there. Go ahead and check it out. In Death is actually going to be off of their new album Bleed. They're actually going to be releasing several songs leading up to the actual album, so if you can go ahead and keep it locked on their Instagram, their Facebook, you can go ahead and keep it posted there. Also go ahead and follow Famine Records as the best place to keep up with them, because they're kind of like a newish band on their label, as well as kind of their showcase to the world, so to speak. I'm also going to pan off to the side because I would like to share a quote that was shared by the band in regards to the song specifically in the album. So In Death is very much about feeling like you do not exist and wanting something to make you feel the way it did before again. Is that not something we can all relate to? When something you know and remember is gone and it becomes in the past, it's about how at times it can feel that there's no escape from the current reality you're experiencing, or rather the perception of that reality. And it can feel like there's no escape, and you can feel truly numb and empty. And sometimes all you want to feel is something other than emptiness, whether that be rage, excitement, laughter. And I think that, just to pan back to what's going on in the world, I think that being aware of our emotions and processing them is incredibly healthy and very necessary. So if you're into melodic death metal, progressive metal, let's go ahead and check it out. This is Dream Eater, and the song we're going to be listening to is In Death. So the fourth and final song we're going to be featuring on this week's Artist Hot List, I'm actually really excited to show you. The song we're going to be listening to is actually going to be the title of the EP, due to be released in September, called No to Racism. It's going to be Fred Locks, and I'm sure you guys recognize the name if you're familiar with the roots reggae. He's a legend. As well as he paired up with, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, so I'm going to pan off a little bit, Sabolius. He is from Europe, I believe Austria, off the top of my head, if I'm remembering it correctly. And they paired up together. He's a producer, and he paired up with Fred, and they wanted to set the tone of unity. Fred is a black man, and Sabolius is a white man from Austria, and they believe that if they came together, you can actually see when I pan over to the song, you're going to see the cover is them joining hands to kind of just set the tone of unity. Considering the state of events in the world and what seems to be ever-growing racially fueled events, they really felt like coming together and creating a tone that so blatantly and clearly says straight out the gate from the title, no to racism, meaning we will not tolerate this in the world that we are building. We will not tolerate this in music. We will not tolerate it in our schools, in our homes, in our conversations at our dinner tables. It is done, is over, and racism is a relic. And I think that this EP is going to really set the tone for the rest of Fred Locke's career, as well as Sabolius. Yeah, I don't want to pronounce that wrong. I hate it when people say my name wrong. I just think it's really going to set a tone. The album is done in like the step dub style, so it's kind of like pulling it back to that rootsy sound that we all love from Fred. So let's go ahead and listen to No to Racism by Fred Locks and Sabolius.
To decent living, I said no to hate and prejudice, and yes to equal rights and justice. Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Artist Hot List. Super appreciate you continuing to tune in. The world is going crazy, man. Like, I feel like every video I make, it just gets more nuts and more nuts and more nuts. But let's be real here. It's awesome to come together in a space where we can discuss music. We can also, you know, maybe influence the world with a bit of positivity, a bit of political and emotional thoughts, which is the beauty of art. And I love the dialogue and the conversations that we're able to have, and hopefully the song choices I choose continue to influence and promote the concept of thinking about your thinking. Think about why you think what you think. There's a reason you love music. There's a reason you're drawn to certain lyrics. And I think if you pay attention to the songs we're choosing, you can definitely see that the tone is love, togetherness, coming together, responsibility, ethics, and I just hope to continue sending that tone with the music I choose. And I really appreciate your continued submissions. I appreciate all the genre differentiation. I know this one's like kind of crazy. We went from reggae to indie to country to progressive melodic metal. So thanks for riding with me on the journey. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I hope you stay safe, stay kind, and stay cool. Have a great day.